All right, let's talk about homestays. You know those cozy little spots where you can crash at someone's home instead of a hotel? I mean, what's the big deal about them? Seriously, you might be thinking, why would I want to stay in someone's house when I could be lounging at a fancy hotel? But let me break it down for you, because there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. First off, let's consider the whole vibe of a homestay. When you walk into a hotel, it's all about that polished, impersonal experience. You check in, you get your key, and boom, you're in a room that looks exactly like every other room in that chain. But a homestay, that's a different ballgame. You're stepping into someone's world, their home, filled with their personal touches, their stories, and their culture. It's like being invited into a friend's house. You can feel that warmth, that authenticity. You can't replicate that in a high-rise hotel. And speaking of authenticity, let's talk about the local experience. When you stay in a homestay, you're not just a tourist passing through. You're part of the community, even if it's just for a few days. Your hosts are often locals who can give you the inside scoop on the best places to eat, the hidden gems to explore, and the cultural practices that you won't find in any guidebook. They're the ones who can tell you where to get the best street food or which festival is happening that week. Imagine sitting down with your host over breakfast, and they're sharing stories about their lives, their traditions, and the history of the area. That's priceless. Then there's the cost factor. Let's be real, traveling can get expensive. Hotels can drain your wallet faster than you can say room service. Homestays often provide a more budget-friendly option without skimping on quality. You can find some amazing places that are not only affordable, but also come with the added bonus of home-cooked meals. Who doesn't love a good home-cooked meal? I mean, eating out is great, but there's something special about sharing a meal with your host, learning how to make a local dish, or just enjoying the flavors of a home-cooked meal that you can't find in a restaurant. Now, let's not forget about the personal touch. When you stay in a homestay, you often get that extra bit of care and attention that you won't find in a hotel. Your hosts might leave you a welcome note, or offer you fresh fruit, or even go out of their way to make sure you're comfortable. They want you to feel at home because, well, it is their home. This kind of personalized service can make your stay so much more enjoyable. You're not just another guest, you're a part of their story, even if it's just for a few nights. And let's talk about the diversity of experiences. Homestays come in all shapes and sizes. You could be staying in a quaint cottage in the countryside, a chic apartment in the heart of a bustling city, or even a traditional family home in a rural village. Each place offers a unique experience that can't be matched by a cookie-cutter hotel room. You get to immerse yourself in different lifestyles, different ways of living, and that's what travel is all about, right? Broadening your horizons and stepping out of your comfort zone. But here's the kicker. Homestays often promote sustainable tourism. Many hosts are committed to eco-friendly practices and supporting their local communities. By choosing to stay in a homestay, you're often supporting a family directly rather than a large corporation. You're contributing to the local economy, which is a win-win situation. Plus, many homestays are located in areas where you can easily explore on foot or by bike, reducing your carbon footprint. It's a way to travel that feels good, not just for you, but for the planet and the people living in those communities. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if I don't get along with my hosts? It's a valid concern, but here's the beauty of it. Most homestays have reviews. You can read about other travelers' experiences and get a sense of what to expect. Plus, if you find that the vibe isn't right, you can always politely excuse yourself and find another place. The flexibility of homestays means you have options, and you're in control of your experience. And let's not overlook the chance to make friends. When you stay in a homestay, you're often surrounded by other travelers who are also looking for that authentic experience. You might find yourself bonding over shared meals, exploring together, or just hanging out in the living room, swapping stories. There's a sense of camaraderie that comes from being in a shared space, and who knows? You might walk away with new friends from around the world. So what's the big deal about homestays? It's about connection, authenticity, and the richness of experience. It's about stepping outside the bubble of traditional tourism and immersing yourself in the local culture. It's about making memories that go beyond the typical tourist attractions. Whether you're a solo traveler, a couple, or a family, homestays offer something special that hotels just can't compete with. So next time you're planning a trip, consider taking the plunge into the world of homestays. You might just find it to be the highlight of your journey.